Mary and Kody Brown's child, Leon Brown, is becoming very mysterious. The life they live is very mysterious, to say the least, and I've always questioned what their occupation is because, let me tell you something, Mary, despite her saying Leon wants to, be private, live private, I respect their privacy. If you go to Leon's very public social media, there is a LinkedIn page that has all of Leon's links, which are public, and Leon has a public blog site where Leon charges people to subscribe to their blogs, and Leon writes publicly. Leon also has Writer on their social media, and their social media is public. So if you want to live private, why are you living public? Does that make sense? If you want to live private, why are you charging people in the public? You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. So I'm still confused at what it is that Leon does, but here we are. Now, we're going to take a left turn because fans and viewers have been posting about Leon lately and saying that Leon coming out was a shock. But then some people in the comments was not shocked at all. They saw it coming. Now, I'm just curious, so I decided to put this video together and see what your thoughts and opinions are on this whole topic. By the way, if you're new here, I hope you stick around and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Besides subscribe, make sure it's set to all. You'll be notified whenever I upload. A fan took to Reddit, baffled by Leon Brown. Look, I know we all got our thoughts and opinions on Leon Brown. A lot are unpopular, but I want you to keep in mind we're all allowed, as individuals, to have thoughts and opinions. Please do not get ugly with anybody in the comment section of my video. If you do, you're liable to be blocked after you're reported for harassment because you cannot harass anybody over their opinion. Because an opinion is not a fact. We're human beings and we're allowed to form an opinion, okay? Some of you know I had to say that. And it's a dang shame I had to. But anyway, I was shocked by Leon Brown coming out as transgender. I respect it, but I was shocked. They seemed the least likely out of all the kids. In my opinion, they appear to be the most outspoken about wanting to live this life and become a sister wife. I'm currently rewatching it only on season 6, but so far I just never saw it coming. It is a little funny rewatching and noticing certain things, like when they announced it was a boy when Leon was born, but it was just the umbilical cord. Or when Mary told Robyn she always wanted a boy and maybe Solomon was sent to fill that void. Was anyone else as shocked at me, or did you see it coming? Fans took to the comment section and said sometimes people heavily perform a belief or identity most when they are doubting, or I did it the most when they are doubting. I think it makes sense, though. Of course, they wanted to be a sister wife. They didn't really like men, so that having a part-time husband probably sounded safer and more appealing. It honored their religion, so it seemed right, and it would mean having closer relationship with other women. Lots of things there that would appeal to a queer, closeted, trans, or NB person. This is my take as a young person raised in a Christian family. I decided I wanted to be a nun. Well, that was off the wall. I wasn't expecting a nun confession. I didn't have to be in a physical relationship with a man and would be surrounded by female company. I can see the thought process for a young person struggling with their identity. Struggling with their identity, entering into gay culture exposes you to different ideas about identity and gender roles, as these are less clearly defined. I think Leon's path is pretty typical of any queer people I know. Spoiler alert, I never became a nun, married to a woman. Well, dang, I was all into the nun talk. I was like sitting there like, ooh, I want to hear stories. My mother did become a nun and was, ooh, and was in a 3-year relationship with another nun. This is my confession. She left before she took her final vows and met and married my dad a few years later. Oh, okay. I've always thought this. Leon was the only child that was firm in their decision to live polygamy. Whether they were aware of why the lifestyle felt more comfortable or whether it was subconscious before they figured out who they were, only they will know, but I definitely think they were attracted to something other than a monogamous relationship with a man. When they come out, I was like, Oh, that makes sense. Now, I know multiple men who have left priesthood and then come out as gay, sort of similar. They knew the way they felt was sinful, and taking holy order seemed the safest bet to deal with it. Then later in life, they were, wait, there's nothing wrong with me, and came out. I'm sure there are many more who go to seminary for the same reasons. Okay. It's always the kid who is focused on conforming hard in high school, when most are rebelling and exploring, who is having the scariest doubts. They feel the need to perform because they're aware that they be cast out for being themselves, so they feel deeply insecure. I don't care that the family played nice on camera. That's the reality of the funny community. They were in no LGBT allowed, like Maddie felt comfortable pushing buttons because she was secure. She is actually deeply religious and conservative. Who she is exactly what their parents expected, so she got to rebel. Rebel secure in the fact that she be accepted for herself. I think at times Leon said, I'm the only one of my siblings who hadn't kissed someone, and that the only time I felt alone with the boy was on accident, or I've been alone with the boy was on accident. I wonder if Leon laughs about those things now. But seriously, Leon has said on reflection that they were doubling down on their own faith because they were afraid of that part of themselves. I think that's probably fairly common for people in Leon's situation. I think that is the best explanation. I can't imagine growing up isolated from worldly views and having it drilled into my head that same-sex attraction, love, or sins, abominations, and evil, and then realizing that I had those things within myself. It would cause so much fear and pain, I would want to hide it and bury it so deep. I would assume that their religion has some sort of doctrine that says you can repent, pray away these things if you just aren't good enough or just worthy enough. I'm sure for Leon, it must have driven them deep into dogma, searching for a way to drive out these feelings, thinking they must have done something wrong or broken. Must have been so hard. Afraid of themselves is one thing, but I think Leon sort of avoided saying how much backlash would have come from the community. Even with being forward as the Browns are, the AUB would have been a very unsafe place to come out. Were you shocked by Leon Brown coming out or no? It doesn't matter. It just gives us something to talk about while we're in between seasons. If you want me to be real with you, I mean, really, these people that we watched on TV for 15 years are now celebrities in my eyes. It is what it is. And when you are a celebrity, hey, we're going to talk about you. We just can't forget about you. Okay? We care. Now, I'm curious, do y'all know what Leon does for an occupation? If you know, clarify it for us in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell. Besides subscribe, make sure it's set to all so you'll be notified whenever I upload. Stay tuned. I got a lot more on the way. I love you for watching. I'll see you in my next video or in the comments below.